Before we even get started, I'm asking you to go ahead and put a like down below, comment, share, help this video get out. One of the things we are going to talk about is decluttering, and I think that's going to be an important thing because I think Christians' lives today are very cluttered. We fill ourselves with not necessarily bad things, many good things, but they have taken over our lives, and they take up our time, they take up our energy, and they even take up our love and our desire. And we need to refocus on the Lord. And maybe we need to declutter our minds, our hearts, our bodies through this fast, preparing ourselves for what the Lord would want to happen in a revival. But we are not going to focus on the mind, the heart, or the body today. We are in my living room, and we are going to talk about actual clutter of your stuff. And someone gave me, I can't remember where I got it from. I might have read it, listened, who knows. But they talked about 3 N's when you're trying to figure out what to keep and what to give away or whatever. Throw away. And the 3 N's were nice, necessary, and never. And let me show you. Okay, here's my 3 boxes. As you will see, they're all empty. I haven't done anything, but nice, a box just for nice. Necessary, and did I spell necessary right? Did you have that in a spelling bee at some time in your life? And never, never. So those are my 3 categories. So let's talk about that a little bit. So what might be a nice thing to keep? I would think things like you're kind of unsure about, like they're not necessary, but you kind of might want to keep them. And necessary is obvious, it's necessary. And maybe that wouldn't even have to go in a box unless you're moving. If you're just sorting at home, that could just be set aside and put back on the shelf or back in the closet when you're done sorting. And then you have your never box. Now, sometimes it's hard to say never, because if you're like me, you think, I might need that someday. I might use that. I might lose enough weight to get back in that outfit. But, you know, sometimes we have to restrict ourselves. We have to set boundaries on ourselves and say, hey, this just needs to be a never. And the nevers might be something that we have to throw away, or perhaps we can make use of it for someone else. Someone else can take it and use it instead of us just hoarding it and hang on to it. And I have been working on my living room. I sorted through, well, what we did first was let me show you here. That was supposed to be a router. I don't know why it didn't pick it up. Used to be right here, and we moved it more to the center of the house so that because it radiates out in all directions. So if it's in the center of the house, it's more likely to reach the corners, the 4 corners, and the basement. And so that got moved, which was nice. And I had to start all kinds of paperwork. And I got this cool little shelf. Look at that. And I was able to store some things on. I had, don't get dizzy. I had this full of all kinds of magazines, and I pretty much got rid of most of them. And what else did I do? Oh, I have my other little corner here. And I still have, look, see, down on the floor, I still have stuff. You should have seen how much stuff I had before. So I really made, look at outside. Isn't that beautiful? So I really made a big dent in a lot of my paperwork, whatever, all kinds of paperwork, magazines, whatever. And I still have stuff here on the floor. You see, I work and I put my little piles on the floor, but they won't stay there, I promise you. So that's my ending for today. And thanks for joining with me in decluttering. I hope those 3 N's helped. Nice, necessary, and never. And maybe that will help you put some categories in your mind. Okay. We're going to talk about declutter more because I do think we need to talk about decluttering our mind, decluttering our hearts, decluttering our bodies, and simplifying our lives. So we will talk about it some more. And tomorrow will be day 4. I haven't decided yet what we're going to talk about, but stay tuned and come back. I love you. Bye-bye.